the beautiful coastal city of Huelva in southwest Spain. Apart from the popular beaches, it's a city that's steeped in history and the port from which Columbus set sail for the Americas. But the exploration this week has been purely of a sporting nature, the quest to determine the best badminton players on the planet. Because for the past 6 days we've been based here at the Carolina Marin Sports Palace for the 26th edition of the TotalEnergies BWF World Championships. Everyone playing today is guaranteed a medal. The question is, what colour will it be? Because today is semi-finals day and this is the second session, and we're starting with women's doubles, and it's a repeat of the Olympic bronze medal match. Kim So-young and Kong Hee-young, the number 3 seeds who won that bronze medal in Tokyo, are up against Lee So-hee and Shin Seung-chan, who won a World Championship bronze medal 7 years ago. Then it's men's doubles, and Hoki and Kobayashi, who were silver medalists at the last edition of the World Championships, trying to reach a 5th final in 6 tournaments. They're up against Onyu Sin and Teo Yi, who are on a quest to win Malaysia's first ever World Championship gold medal. Then it's the first of the men's singles, an all-Indian affair. Lakshya Sen, who if he wins will become the youngest ever men's singles finalist. He's up against the former world number 1 Kidambi Srikanth, the number 12 seed. Then it's men's doubles, and He Ji-ting and Tan Chiang, the number 16 seeds from China, are up against the former European champions Astrup and Rasmussen of Denmark. Then we finish with the second of the men's singles. Anders Andersen, the silver medalist 2 years ago, is up against the unseeded Lo Ken Yu of Singapore, who beat the Olympic champion and number 2 seed Victor Axelsen in the first round. So with women's doubles being our first semi-final in this second session, a chance for us to look at the women's doubles draw from the quarter-final stage, and immediately you can see only 5 different nationalities, 3 from Japan, 2 from Korea, and 7 of the top 8 seeds. In the top half of the draw, they've already had the semi-final. It was the winners of the last 3 World Championships battling it out, but it was the winners from 2017, Chen Xingcheng and Jia Yifan, who beat the 2-time defending champions Matsumoto and Nagahara. But who will join them in today's final? It's an all-Korean affair, led out by the Olympic bronze medalists Kim So-young and Kong Hee-young. So for the number 2 seeds, there they are, Lee So-hee and Shin Seung-chan. Well, Shin Seung-chan also has an Olympic bronze medal because she won a bronze in Rio in 2016 playing with Jung Kung-ong. Well, I can tell you that this will be a 10th meeting between these 2 pairs, and of the previous 9, Lee So-hee and Shin Seung-chan have won 6 of them, including the last 2. The last time they met was the final of that French Open, and as you can see, it was 2 straight games, 21-17, 21-12 in 49 minutes. So the players will get ready for the warm-up period. So just to keep you informed, it was the Olympic bronze medalists who are in the all-red kit. Kim So-young and Kong Hee-young won the toss of the coin, and they chose, I think it was to serve, was it, Steve?
No, they chose ends. They chose to stay on the far side of the court in the first game.
Excellent, thank you very much indeed. Kim So-young, as you can see, is 29 years of age, born in Daegu, which means large hill. It's the 4th largest city in the Republic of Korea. 2 weeks ago, they went up to their career high of number 2 on the world ranking. And as a pair, this is just their 2nd World Championships within this combination. Kong Hee-young turned 25 7 days ago. last Saturday, the day before the World Championships started. They have been in 4 finals from 9 tournaments so far this year, and they have had a very impressive route through to this semi-final stage. They had a bye in the first round. A third round was the first seeds they came across, and that was Frogor and Tuasen, the number 11 seeds. And in the quarter-final yesterday, they beat Iwanaga and Nakanishi 21-8, 21-18 in 52 minutes. So to the number 2 seeds, Shin Seung-chan is 27 years of age. So too is her partner, and she turned 27, Shin Seung-chan, earlier this month. They are making their 6th appearance at the World Championships within this partnership. And their bronze medal in Copenhagen 7 years ago, when they lost out to Tianjin and Zhao Yunlei, who went on to win the gold medal. They are only in their 7th tournament this year, Lee So-hee and Shin Seung-chan, but of their previous 6, they've made 4 finals. They chose not to go to Bali, to the 3 tournaments in Indonesia in 3 weeks. But when we look at their path through, well, they had a marathon match in their quarter-final yesterday against Kitty Harakun and Prajongjai of Thailand. Dropped the opening game, but came back 21-18 in an hour and 23 minutes. Well, first time that 2 Korean pairs have met in the semi-final stage of the World Championships. So our court officials, Fabio Lopez from Brazil in the umpire's chair, Fabio Beto from Italy is the service judge. Well, practice serve from Kim So-young. Found the net. Has another go.
Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, on my right, Lee So-hee and Shin Seung-chan, Korea. And on my left, Kim So-young and Kong Hee-young, Korea. Lee So-hee served to Kim So-young, love all, play.
So it is the 2014 World Championship bronze medalists Lee So-hee and Shin Seung-chan with the all-black kit nearest to us, up against the Olympic bronze medalists Kim So-young and Kong Hee-young. Now, I think we can expect to see some long rallies. But just to explain that stat that I've just given you, this is the first time that 2 Korean pairs played each other in the semi-final. It's actually the 4th time that we've had 2 Korean pairs in the World Championship semi-final, but they weren't playing against each other previously. But this is a terribly difficult one to call, don't you think, Steen? Because both pairs, we witnessed Kim So-young and Kong Hee-young winning the World Tour finals recently in Bali. We thought they were very impressive, but their opponents weren't there.
No, they weren't there, and they won 2 of the last 3 encounters, as you mentioned, Joe. So I saw the first 2 matches of Shin and Lee, and they played amazing in those 2 matches, especially Shin Seung-chan. So I was a little bit surprised yesterday because I didn't watch the quarterfinal against Prajongjai and Kitty Harakun. I was surprised that they were in that kind of trouble, but I can see that there's strapping on the right leg of Shin Seung-chan, and my colleagues told us that she was also struggling with her feet.
Yeah.
So that is worrying news because I felt that Lee So-hee was recovered from her shoulder injury, which I think is why they chose not to go to Bali.
Well, if we have more rallies like this, we could be here till midnight. This is amazing. It was Shin Seung-chan that lost patience in the end.
Love.
Well, I wonder how long that rally was. Got to have been over 50 shots. 77 shots, I'm told. Here we go.
Here we can see the strapping on the right thigh of Shin Seung-chan, and it's actually more severe when you at it from the front.
Seems to encompass the knee as well.
Yeah, exactly.
String's gone in the racket.
Sends over.
Now, Steve, before we really get embroiled in this women's doubles, I have to ask you, I was mentioning about the quarter-final line-up draw. Only 5 different nationalities, 3 pairs from Japan, 2 from Korea. And 7 of the top 8 seeds, and the only top 8 seeds missing from the quarter-final line-up were Polly and Rahayu, the Olympic champions, who had to withdraw. So I'm assuming that the women's doubles, can we safely say it's the most predictable of the 5 disciplines?
Yes, I think it is. It's where we have the most of the, in quotation mark, normal top pairs participating. Only the Olympic champions missing, perhaps a Chinese pair, Du and Lee is not here, so...
One Japanese pair missing as well.
Yeah, exactly.
Fukushima and Hirota.
Yeah, but they will come for the final as they normally do.
Yes, 3 times.
3 times beaten finalists, wow.
Yeah.
4-1.
So do you see it as a success not to lose in the final this year or not participating at all? That's the question. No,
yeah.
Jokes aside, of course that with Sayaka Hirota's ACL injury that also hampered her Olympic participation. So, but there's just, I mean, she couldn't be here under any circumstances, just like Marin in the women's singles.
Yeah.
But then there's some other casualties in some of the other categories, also due to injuries for some players, but due to fatigue and coronavirus for others. And I just feel that women's doubles is the top strongest discipline, so to speak.
Yes, because I mean there's no hiding the fact that this is not the strongest World Championships that's ever been because of the global situation, because of injuries. But it's great that it's happening anyway.
Yeah, it is. It is. And the ones that are here, they're playing their hearts out. Some's got more to give than others, and nothing much to do about that. And say, okay, try again in Japan next year.
Oh, looked down at the line, decided to play it. Well, it is slow playing conditions. It's so cold in the venue here. It's very, very difficult to get the shuttle on the floor. It's a loose one. Is this beyond the 77 we've had so far? Over 100, surely. Finally, the attacking play, and it was from Lee, so he hit to move forward.
3-4.
Well over 100 shots. 142.
Yeah, we've had, since the Olympics, we've had, fortunately, a lot of tournaments, but we also had rather slow playing conditions, and that's also one of the things that has taken its toll on the players. It's not only the amount of tournaments, it's also that it has been slow playing conditions. We saw it in Bali as well, where there was quite warm in the arena, and we saw men's doubles playing a clearing game where they weren't even trying to smash. They were just
because they couldn't get through.
No, they knew they couldn't get through. They would only play themselves into trouble if they attempted an attack and get counter-attacked. So hopefully we see in the new year a little bit faster playing conditions in the arenas. That would be to the benefit of all parties, in my opinion.
Absolutely. I agree with that.
And the thing that's going on here now is basically an establishing of the mental upper hand in this game. So
5-4.
they are testing each other, playing the game of chicken in terms of playing long rallies, but not just going for long rallies, because whilst the rally is going on, they're testing, they're trying to see, okay, can we get a little advantage here? If there is an advantage, then we try to convert to a point. But overall, we show that we are ready to play a longer match than you are.
Yeah.
So, if you can establish that mental advantage, mental upper hand, then you have a great chance of ending up winning the match.
Brilliant. Yeah. My goodness, they're having to work hard to get the shuttle down.
6-5.
Oh yes, that's clearly. She deliberately left that to Shin Xiang Chan. Thought it was going to go long.
I also thought it looked a little bit flat, but still stopped well inside the back line.
Shin, play.
That was a nice little block from Shin. Yeah, the clear has gone long. You know, Morton and I wondered yesterday whether the drift had changed a little bit, because we felt that from the beginning of the week, we felt that the shuttle was flying faster going towards the far side of the court,
Yeah.
not as we're looking at the moment, obviously, but going towards this pair.
Exactly.
So during the rallies, it's the far side of the court.
There is some. You can still play it long if you're Kim and Kong. When you lift, especially in the left side of the court, I feel it's still possible. You still have to be careful.
Like that.
Yeah, that was in the right side, but I don't know if we
That's
get it in
over.
replay. Maybe
6.
the pair in black played a little bit too short. That's not the one. I wanted to see where the feet were of these two. So if you played a little bit too short and you've sort of made up your mind that this is a clearing time of the rally, then you got to be really careful. Basically, you would have to change your shot selection if your opponent has played too short.
Yeah.
But I'm quite certain that it's reasonably stable. I won't.
It's over. 9-6.
I won't say it's 100% that it's the same all the time. There can be a door opening and closing somewhere.
Yeah. I think the sideways drift has been pretty stable the whole time, which is from right to left as we look down now. Oh, it's a careless error on the return of serve.
6.
Yeah. Yeah, it hasn't been that severe, the sideways drift, in my opinion. I've mostly been covering court 2, but a slight right to left, and especially when you play right to left as well, you have to be careful.
Oh, got in each other's way.
Wait.
Oh, she was really hunting the net there. Kim So-young. Yeah, it's a good placement in the smash. Didn't keep the pressure on though, Kim.
It's also it's pairs that know each other so well. They played so
Yes,
many of those
yeah.
matches in practice. See where she's standing. Kong Hee-young well in front of the first of the two tram lines at the back.
Yeah, I noticed that. So, to the mid-game interval, and the number 3 seeds, the new world number 2s, Kim So-young and Kong Hee-young, have the advantage, a 5-point advantage. 15 minutes to the mid-game interval. Now, of course, they won't have any coaches involved. But maybe you can help us out, Steve, because I noticed that Wong Tak-min was coaching the women's doubles yesterday. What's happened to Lee Kyung-won?
Yeah, that's a good question. I simply don't know, but I think it might be an economic issue. Korea is only represented by 2 women's singles players and 2 women's doubles players. 4 women's doubles players, but 2 women's doubles pairs. Or has there been a 3rd women's doubles pair?
No.
No. So no mixed
11,
doubles, no men's
6.
singles, no men's doubles, and I simply
Play.
think they've said, okay, that's only a one-coach tournament.
Right. Oh, you might well be right. That was a good shot from Shin Chan.
Service over. 7.
But I think, in all
11.
honesty, Steen, I think that the winners of the World Tour finals, that's almost a Danish swipe there. She played a Danish swipe earlier, didn't she? I think they deserve their lead. I think Kim and Kong have taken the game to their opponents more and been more willing to attack.
Yeah, they are more willing to attack, no doubt about it. And that's really positive. If they can keep on doing this, because they're playing against the drift with slow shuttles against the pair that's quite
12,
solid in the defense.
7.
So
Yeah.
it looks like they're in a fantastic playing mood, Kim and Kong.
Yeah.
So was the case when I watched Shin and Lee on one of the early days of the tournament when they beat Hoshi and Matsuda of Japan. Shin Sung-chan, she was all over the court, really stamping her mark on the combination, not only from the front court but also from the back court.
Oh, well,
Lead
it's called in.
challenge
They thought it was
ball
out.
In.
I have a feeling it's out as well. So first challenge of this women's doubles.
I think it was in.
You're going to jinx me, you know. I've been doing well all week.
Oh,
there we go.
That hurt.
Correction.
Yeah, you're buying the teas tonight.
Service over.
Yeah.
8-12.
No, good challenge.
Play. Nine, 12.
Well, obviously Korea are guaranteed a pair in the final. And do you remember the last time that there was a Korean pair in the women's doubles final, Steve?
Ooh, was that 2013?
Yeah, well
In
done.
Taiwan?
Yeah.
And I can't remember the partner.
Chang Ye-na
China, yeah.
lost out to Wang Xiaoli and Yu Yang. Yeah, that's good play. Positive on defence.
Service over.
Trying to turn defensive play into
13,
attack.
9.
So 8 years. And that seems a long time to me when you think of the quality of Korean women's doubles pairs.
They had a couple of years where they were marred by injuries, and it was good here. Was it in the Bali tournament or the European swing? We saw Lee Rim back in action, and Beikana. So there were a couple of years where they had so many injuries.
10,
Yeah.
And
13.
I think it was also where they changed coaches.
That's a beauty.
Play.
Oh, that's a great shot from Shin. Right to our left as well. They are making their way back into this.
11.
Now, most of that
13.
strapping seems to be falling off the knee now.
Yeah. That's not a good job. I wonder if they have a physio with them.
No, good point.
Or she's strapped with herself.
12. 13.
So in the beginning of the tournament here, Korean Songbi will play the role of physio when she strapped the ankle of her mixed doubles partner Simon Dung during an interval. Yeah.
About 13.
So they've done well.
all.
13 all.
Play.
6 of the last 7 points. That's well left.
Service over. 14. 13. Fifteen. 13.
Oh, that's sweet, isn't it?
Service
Rush
over.
the low serve and then
14,
a delicate little
15.
downward shot to the mid-court area.
Service
Clearly
over.
Kim Soo-young here,
16.
the
14.
red pair, who's the more creative, the more dangerous player, where Kong Hee-young now with the service is strong from the back court, applying pressure. Not a big force on the front court when they have the opposite formation.
Oh, that's a good call from Shin to Lee to leave it.
Service over. 15. 16.
And I think Kim So-young, Steen, I think not only is she the more positive and creative of that partnership, I think she's the most creative of the 4 players on court.
I think so too. Who do you have a second then?
Shin.
Yes. Me too. And then Lee.
That is fabulous. What a shot from Shin Seung-chan.
16. All.
Holds it
Yeah.
and plays it deceptively flat into the deep forehand corner of Kong Hee-young. So level once more. 16 all.
Players, play.
Yeah,
Good shot.
yeah, threaded it down the line.
Service over. 17.
I think
16.
that's really necessary in women's doubles. Relatively, they have so strong defense, the top pairings, that you've got to be adventurous at times and go for the outer side of your opponent and sometimes even cross to the outer side. That's very efficient if you can sort of stay away from making mistakes.
Stay away from making mistakes on those adventure
shots, and bring them outside, being too greedy.
Amazing. Oh, just enough pace on it to get it past Kong Hee-yong at the front of the court, as though Shin Seung-chan taps herself on the head afterwards, as if to say that really was very risky indeed. Yeah, it was mistimed by Kong. Yeah. What was I thinking?
Yeah, there's a lot of these opportunities when Kong Hee-yong is on the front court. Then Lee and Shin, they can challenge her.
All. Play.
How about a serve out wide? Still low. No. That's another thing. I don't think they necessarily varied the serve, the low serve enough.
No.
Service over. 18-17.
So, I mean, it's a bit pernickety, isn't it? Because, I mean, here they are in the World Championships semi-final. Who am I to criticise?
Yeah, but that's just pointing out that there's still room for development. So we've seen in other combinations, also men's doubles, that placement of the service is something where you can gain an advantage.
Yeah.
Service over. 18 all.
18 all. Haven't once had their noses in front yet. They've been playing catch up all the way, Lee and Shin.
Same power. Nice drop shot. But all the smashes from Kong Hee-yong. Same power.
What a rally. That's going wide. And for the first time in this opening game, Lee So-hee and Shin Seung-chan go into the lead. Fabulous rally. Kong trying to turn that defensive shot into attack by driving it back, but drove it wide. That's gone long. And it's now game point opportunities.
20, game point 18.
Last few serves have been a flick. Lovely drop. Oh my goodness. What reactions. Brilliant. I like that block. Oh, she's done it! it again. The hold and straight flick on the backhand from the net from Shin Chan. Played to perfection. 21-18, the opening game in favour of Lee So-hee and Shin Chan in a wonderful opening game of 31 minutes of fabulous badminton.
Seconds. 20 seconds.
Well, what a terrific opening game. When you think that they
Second game.
5 points adrift
Love all.
at the mid-game interval.
Play.
Come back and win it, 21-18. Absolutely fantastic from Lee So-hee and Shin Chan.
And I think we've seen it a couple of times, them coming from behind against Kim and Kong. I seem to recall the 2020 World Tour Finals, I think, in Thailand, when they were trailing in the second game. Or was it the third game?
No, you were right, it was the second time game. They saved 6 match points in the second.
Play.
And went on to win.
Yeah.
I feel that as the match has progressed, the Kong has become the weaker part in between these 4 Korean women's doubles players. We could also see during the interval Kim So-young talking to her a lot, trying to cheer her up. So
yes, I noticed that too. I thought that Kim So-young was taking the captain's role.
yes.
That backhand from the net from Shin Chan is working exceptionally well today. There was another hold and push. Yeah, we didn't really see it. Set up her partner. Well, what a start to this second game.
They gotta, Kim and Kong, they gotta get on the attack and hope that Kong can set up Kim So-young. Now she's hitting with the drift, so hopefully she can sort of gain some ground from the back court, so she can play herself forward on the court and set up some opportunities for Kim. But right now, it's there's a lot of similarity between Kim So-young and Shin Chan. they can play from all over the court, and at the moment Lee So-hee is just the supporting role that she has. She's filling it much better than Kong Hee-young.
Oh, that's a great shot from Shin Seung-chan. That really is. Well, Steen, you'd said right at the start of the match that when you watch them in their early matches, that you'd been very impressed with Shin Seung-chan. I think she's refound that sort of form.
Thank you.
I think she has as well, because I feel in a number of matches in the past, I've seen Shin most content with playing at the front court, Lee So-hee working tirelessly at the back court, and Shin not really prepared to do the required amount of work on the back court. And that was what I've seen in the first two matches from them in the tournament. That's why I was so surprised to see that they were in trouble against the Thai number ones.
Yeah.
Six
Harder
love.
Well, Kim and Kong really need to look out here, because if the gap grows too much more, considering how hard these pairs have to work for a point. There's another brilliant shot from Shin Seung-chan. And then I think this may be beyond them.
Yeah.
Kim and Kong have really got to dig deep right now.
And Kong was hitting from at least a step in front of the first tram line, yet he wasn't able to really create something, and that of course also affects Kim So-young. She becomes insecure. What is gonna come from my partner here? What about the agreements we have? Can I trust them? And that is that's not a good feeling on court.
No.
Change.
But they've totally, drifted away from the long rallies that we saw in the beginning, where there were some clears in it. And I feel that Kim and Kong, they probably need to try that for a while here and see if they can stand their ground in the defense against Shin and Lee. Got to do something.
Yeah, because it's actually been 12 straight points if you look at the end of the opening game. I think that's 13 straight points.
9 love.
And this is where I can't help but wonder. You touched on it a little bit earlier, Steen, when you said that, you know, the programme and schedule of tournaments, we've finally got Badminton up and running again, which is fantastic. But we've had to squeeze so many events into such a short period of time that players are getting worn out and picking up injuries. Now, the fact that the pair in the black kit, Lee So-hee and Shin Seung-chan, had time off after the European tournaments, didn't go to Bali, and it looks to me as though if that's actually helped them.
I'm certain it has helped. Lee So-hee's shoulder was pretty much kept together by strappings and tape in the European tournaments, and it's working much better now. We can see it. Tai Shi-ying has played brilliantly in this tournament here. He's playing the first tournament since the Olympics.
1-10.
An Se-young ended up beat up and played another encounter against Akane Yamaguchi in the quarterfinal. Played really well in the beginning of these 12-13 weeks of badminton after the Olympics, did An Se-young. So the ones that hasn't played just as much as the others, they're more fresh and they have a better chance. It's not given that they're going to win, but they have a better chance. We can see it in men's singles. Lo Kin-yu didn't play Thomas Cup, didn't play Sudirman Cup. Anders Antonsen retired from Indonesia Open, shared the duties with Victor Axelsen in Sudirman Cup. Lakshya Sen
not
wasn't selected, so did only play 2 matches in the World Tour finals, 2 practice matches against Victor Axelsen. So it definitely has something to say here. And I don't think it's not a bad thing or anything. It's just like this is the
Oh, that was a double hit.
Was it?
It was a double hit, so the umpire didn't spot it. They're complaining. I clearly saw that as a double hit. Well, they're looking at the giant screens, wanting to have a look at it again. I'm convinced there was a double hit there. Yeah. Yeah. Look, they're already... And in fact, the Kong, I think even... Yeah, she touched the shuttle there.
Yeah,
they were sort of giving up on it.
Direction.
Yeah. But it wasn't spotted by the umpire?
No, no it wasn't.
I think that might be the longest rally of this second game.
Yeah, that's a short rally in contrast to the 142.
That's gone wide, and 11 to the advantage to the number 2 seeds, Lee So-hee and Shin Seung-chan.
생각하지 마. 붙여주지 말고 지금 템포로 계속 파트너 계속 빈거 찾아주고. 이야기만 진짜 안 하면 넘겨주면 집중하고.
You can never say never in sport, can you, Steve? But I mean, quite frankly, this is a huge lead in women's doubles.
Especially when it's two pairs that we normally deem to be quite close.
Yeah.
알다시피 안 나오는 거 아니야, 둘 다.
20 seconds. 20 seconds.
Well, very, very fired up. Lee So-hee and Shin Seung-chan. I think that loss in the bronze medal playoff match in Tokyo has upset them somewhat.
Yeah. And did you notice how delicately I refrained from mentioning the only category that's totally playing havoc with the theory of playing a lot of matches, the mixed doubles where it's Watanabe and Higashino against Dechapon and Sapsure, because they've played ever since January.
Yes.
3-11.
They might even arrange some exhibition matches here over Christmas to sort of keep it up.
In the middle there, Paul Erik Hoyer Larsen, the president of the BWF, struggling to get a signal, I think, on his mobile.
I have his number. I think I will call him and just hang up so we can get more pictures of that. Who called me there?
Oh yes, nice placement of the smash. Actually hit her on the right hip.
4-11.
Well,
Steep
yeah.
from Kim So-young.
Well, Lee So-hee and Shin Seung-chan got their 10-love lead by attacking.
11.
Yeah.
And now they've just taken their foot off the pedal and are starting to defend. That's gone wide.
6.
Well, all of a sudden it's
11.
believable again. 6 of the last 7 points.
Yeah, smart by Shin Seung-chan. Breaking the rhythm.
Play. Ball.
Yeah. Well, it's all changing once again.
7,
Changing very swiftly.
11.
It was good placement of the smash from Kim So-young. Forcing a weak reply that could be intercepted and killed by her partner. Good jump smash there.
Service over. 12, 7.
In fact, two of them.
Change.
Look how deep her defensive stance is. She's way back in court.
Okay.
Kong Hee-young. It's way long off the back line.
Service over. 8, 12.
Seems like they mentally have taken the foot off the pedal a little bit too early, Lee and Shin.
Oh, beautiful drop from Shin Seung-chan.
Service over. 13, 8.
Big strides. Just moving the body like it was going to be a hard smash, and that moves Kong one step in the wrong direction.
Yeah, I've just been remarking about how deep her defensive stance was.
And here it was exploited.
Yeah. Look, they're way back. No wonder they can't reach the drop shot.
Right.
14, 8.
Again. Brilliant. Yeah. She's the player of the match so far.
15.
Without any shadow of a doubt, Shin Seung-chan. Another interception from the front of the courts that makes the difference. Yeah. That's good angle from Kim
It's
So-young.
over. 9-15.
So what have they got to do, Steen? I mean, should they be changing tactics? Kim and Kong?
Kim and Kong? I think it's difficult. I suggested that they should try and play longer rallies and sort of see if they could get Lee and Shin to
10-15.
try and win it too easily, which I actually think they did when they were leading 10-0. They sort of went on cruise control. But you can also try and say, okay, we don't go for winners. We make sure that we don't lose rallies, and then it's up to the two women in black to win the 6 points that they need. But
15.
it's difficult. But on the other hand, it's a much better situation now than when they went down 10-0.
Yeah, 10-love is a pretty drastic situation. But I find that interesting because I felt in the early stages of the first game, I thought King and Kong were winning by being adventurous, and we talked about Kim So-young being the the playmaker,
Yeah.
and how she was making a difference, and I would like to see that reinstated.
Yeah, but in my opinion, it's too easy to play it to Kong Hee-young. I mean, it's still two really good pairs. That's good play.
Super shot.
Yeah. It's still two really good pairs we have here, so it's not like they can't play badminton or anything.
Yeah.
But I feel that here in these situations, there's a lot of possibilities for Lee and Shin to play fast-paced, flat drive returns, and I'm certain that Kong Hee-young will not intercept them, and she will definitely not intercept in a way that's problematic for Lee and Shin. So the problem is if you have someone where you can sort of play it, and if you're a little bit below in the rally, you can play that player and you're level again. But they're not doing it at the moment. Good
That's
play.
a beauty.
Oh, yeah, that's well played.
That's fabulous. Now that's the sort of inspirational play that they showed in the opening game. And now there's just 2 points in it.
13-15.
Having been love 10 down. Remarkable.
And what was it, 11-3? Yeah.
11-2.
11-2. Wow.
Okay, thank you.
Did awfully well to get that back. And what a super smash.
Thank you.
Threading it down the line for the winner.
Line judge. Line. 4. Yes. Thank you. Okay, make it good.
I wonder if that 10-0 deficit in the second game also was a sign of how disappointed Kim and Kong were over losing that first game. They led all the way up to 18.
Yeah.
Or was it 17?
No, it was,
But they've led all the way.
Yeah.
And then ended up losing it.
Yeah. They led all the way to 18, you're right. And it all changed at 10-love with a service error from Lee So-hee.
That's the more defensive approach. there's a chance. Yeah, they've got the audience with them.
It's either a full power smash or it's a drop shot. There's no... Oh, there we go. That was a fast drop. That was a half smash. This is a very important point, you know, Steve.
Well played.
Now just 1 point the deficit. So I'm willing to bet that's the longest rally of the second game now. 88 shots. Six straight points. And 1 point in it.
Players, please.
Well, the umpire's going to have a
No
word with
delay,
him.
okay? Last turn.
Yeah, he's not happy with the amount of time they're taking. Well, we're 2 minutes shy of the hour mark, and it's only 14-15 in the second game. That was a half smash. Just wide.
And this was more determination from Lee and Shin. This is, okay, we need to use energy to get this in straight games. So we cannot just drop and lob and play some soft smashes and hope that our opponents will go away easily. We're going to have to invest energy in this to get that final berth.
Incredible. They're out of position. Oh, it's a high enough lift to give themselves time. Oh, my goodness. What a rally. She's run off to change her racket.
Played it directly to her.
Come on, ladies, a bit of effort.
Thank you. Oh, did she hurt herself? Yeah, she did hurt herself, I think. Kim was asking whether she was okay.
Yeah.
I'm not sure she's entirely okay.
No, she did go down quite heavily. His dive.
17,
Oh,
yeah.
14.
It's on the arm.
Yeah.
I thought it was fatigue that she stayed there for so long.
Back on court. Players, back on court.
Oh, terrific effort.
Ball. Change.
Well, you could see just in the background
Are you
there,
okay?
she was stretching her calf muscle or her Achilles. So yes, we've just gone over the hour mark.
Good.
And it's been 60 minutes, but it's not like I've been sitting thinking,
17,
okay, they are
14.
taking too much time or too long time.
No,
There's been action, so but I like the umpire that he keeps
it going.
tight ship.
Yeah. Yeah, but I don't think they've been particularly wasting time. was I saying, Steen, about
18,
varying the pace of the
14.
downward shot? That was a beauty, a half smash there, focusing on the angle and the placement rather than the power. And it had the desired effect. Oh, Sting's gone.
Yeah. Looks a bit high to me in the service of
Service over.
in
15,
terms of
18.
115 centimeters, but obviously I must be wrong because Fabio Beto is taking care of that. Both pairs have losing head-to-head records against Chen and Jia Fan, and Lee. Sorry, Shin. She's signaling this flashlight used.
Play.
Yeah, someone just to our left.
Hope it's not Paul Eric with his phone again there.
Oh, that was a shocker of a serve. Got away with it.
16.
The public address just asking the fans not to. Yes, not allowed to use the flash on your phones. So 2 points in it. Oh, that could be a costly miss.
Service over.
Didn't really seem to be under that much pressure.
16.
Perhaps the desire to keep it flat over the net, not giving herself margin for error. 2 points away from the World Championship final. Short. Still can't put it down. Oh, and the drive defence from Shin Chan,
20.
making it very, very
16.
awkward for Kong Hee-yong. And so after an hour and 5 minutes, 4 match point opportunities for Lee So-hee and Shin Chan. Yeah, first one well saved.
Service over. 17-20.
Serve, and that's gone long. 21-18, 21-17. The margin of the victory for the number 2 seeds Lee So-hee and Shin Chan. An hour and 6 minutes. Remarkable comeback in the opening game from Lee and Shin.
Lee So-hee, Shin Se-young.
From 9-13 down.
21-17.
From 6-11 down at the mid-game interval to then having a massive lead in the second, 10-love advantage. But the number 3 seeds, the Olympic bronze medalists, clawed their way back. But look at the delight and relief for Lee So-hee and Shin Chan as they book their place in the final tomorrow. So to 21-18, 21-17, and in the women's doubles final tomorrow for a 6th time in the history of the World Championships. The women's doubles final will feature the number 1 against the number 2 seeds. There is confirmation of the scoreline: 21-18, 21-17. So after women's doubles, we turn our attention to men's doubles, and coming up next, the World Championship silver medalists from 2019, Hoki and Kobayashi, up against Onyu Shin and Tiu Yi from Malaysia. So welcome back to Huelva. Sun just setting over this beautiful city as we approach evening. 5:20 in the afternoon here in Huelva. And we're about 90 kilometres west of Seville. It's been beautifully warm outside, in contrast to inside the stadium, which has been bitterly cold. And we're just about ready for our next match, which is the first of the men's doubles semi-finals. The number 5